Jack White turned the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stage into a love letter to Detroit, to Meg White, and to the scrappy garage rock world that birthed the White Stripes. During the band's induction in Los Angeles, he opened with gratitude, shouting out Detroit staples like the Gold Dollar, the Gories, the Dirt Bombs, the Henchmen, Coney Islands, and even the Detroit Zoo. The emotion in the room was real. The fans weren't just cheering for the band, they were shouting one name over and over, Meg White. She wasn't able to attend, but Jack told the audience that he'd spoken to her a few days earlier. He said she was deeply grateful for everyone who supported her through the years. He also revealed that Meg helped him write his speech and even corrected his grammar, which got a big laugh from the crowd. Jack dove into a memory Meg had brought up about animals staring at them during their early days in Detroit. Even an elephant at the Detroit Zoo once stopped and stared. That led into a touching, almost fairy tale passage Jack had written, describing a brother and sister who build a parade float in their garage, roll it through empty and crowded streets, and bring a spark of joy to strangers. Jack explained that one of those strangers wasn't just a person. In his story, the stranger was God. It was a quiet moment about why artists create anything at all, the hope that someone out there will feel something. He also shared a personal detail about his father, who kept thousands of jokes written on white index cards in a file cabinet. Jack used that memory to encourage young musicians to unplug, get their hands dirty, and get obsessed with making something real. Then came Iggy Pop, the fellow Detroit legend who officially inducted the White Stripes. Iggy reminded everyone that rock and roll has been declared dead too many times to count. But then two kids from Detroit, Jack and Meg, showed up with red, white, and black gear, a guitar, a drum kit, and a whole lot of belief. Iggy said the first time he saw them in a photo, they looked like they were hiding a secret, like two kids who stole cookies from the jar. He compared them to a modern-day Adam and Eve of rock and roll. Iggy praised Jack's raw talent, saying he could twang like a hillbilly, screech like an owl, and still write songs with emotional weight. The White Stripes, he said, took influences from The Who, the Beatles, art rock, and the blues, but they built something totally their own. Their music didn't come from anger or rebellion. It came from love. With albums like White Blood Cells and the global anthem, Seven Nation Army, the White Stripes carried Detroit's garage rock revival around the world. The band ended in 2011, but their six-album legacy only grows stronger. At this year's ceremony, they joined an impressive class that included Cyndi Lauper, Salt-N-Pepa, Outkast, Joe Cocker, Soundgarden, Chubby Checker, Bad Company, Warren Zevon, Tom Bell, Carol Kaye, Nicky Hopkins, and Lenny Waronker. In the end, Jack White's speech wasn't just a thank you. It was a reminder of what Detroit gave him, what Meg helped him build, and what the White Stripes left behind. A world of sound, color, and imagination that still pulls people in.